this is Divine Sunshine coming to you with the May kind of energy check in to see what's going on for us for the month of May, the overall energies. So I'm going to go right on into it. Let's start off with the Divine Feminine 50 clear. Remember, I do the 50 energies first, and then I work my way down to the 3D for both, because a lot of times things, like I say, on heaven as in earth, and earth as is in heaven. That way you kind of really get a good idea as to what's being sent from the higher dimensions and working its way down to us, because it's already been manifested. Okay, and we see how that manifests down to us when we're in the 3D. Clear. Okay, I just want to kind of get... That's a lot of cards. Okay. He said no, it's a lot of cards it's supposed to be. Okay. All righty. Let's look. Mary of Nazareth, the mother of God, I am blessed. My courage gives birth to the divine. Okay, so the month of May, we have, oh, I didn't see. Okay, the month. Oh, I should have did the overall. Hold on one second. I forgot. Did we have a moon too? We moved into a moon too as well. Sorry, let me back up. I'm out of order, especially I'm doing for the month. Clear. This month's, the energies that we're going to work with is courage. To have courage for the month of May. It's got the color red, so I've told you all before that you've got to learn to move into the energies of being rooted, grounded in your intentions, what you actually want to see, your beliefs, your ideologies. So you got to get grounded and rooted. And to me, also what I'm saying, being grounded and rooted in, is almost like I'm feeling like a tree or like a stake. And a lot of times when you're putting up a tent and you're putting up your shelter, you have to put stakes down in order to hold it. So with the wind, because in the month of May, we understand there's some other energies that might be coming along too, that's going to help us to be able to excel or to elevate, as they bring it to me, to the next level. And so in order for you to do that, and with these winds of change that comes, thank you, I like that. Winds of change, you've got to have that stake in the ground that's going to hold your shelter where you are. While all these winds and things are happening around. So you got to be grounded and rooted in that. We had a moon. I think it's a full moon. It's on the 8th or the 7th. Clear. One of those things. Let's see what this moon energy that's going to come in. What is that going to, how that's going to affect us? What is it going to bring to us? Oh, that could be really sticky today. That's the moon. Woohoo, you bringing out a lot. Nope. And they bendy too. Okay. I must have used it for something. Not a shuffler. Okay, now let's do this again. It must be, it look like you want to say it's like it's several energies. There we go. They really was saying it's several of them. Where should I stop? I'm like, okay, but we ain't got time for that. Okay, it says be bold and make the first move. Cardinal moon. Okay, so we got to have courage, and we got to be bold and make the first move. I think that was worth the wait. All that shuffling was worth that one, because again, our overall energies for the month of May is we got to make the first move. Rather, it is as far as doing our mission and purpose. As well, if you somebody's maybe have not been in contact or something, like if you're divine masculine, you're like, well, I want to kind of get in touch with the feminine in this point. Understanding you got to kind of it's time for you to make the first move, to make that contact. if you're being guided to do that. If you're being guided to do that, let me stress that. If you are being guided to do that, okay? Not because you're saying, oh, I just want to. But again, if it's something maybe you might want to apologize or to get clear your way for something new so you can begin, and something tells you karmically you can't do that unless you clear that out. You're being guided to do that. You got to be bold. Like, be the first. Don't wait. They almost saying some of you all are waiting for other people to move first. And they're like, don't wait until other people do it. Remember, you're a light worker. So that means that you are capable of stepping out there first so other people can follow you, not the opposite. Okay? So when we're talking about the feminine energies, you in the 5th D right now is they're sending to you the understanding that you are blessed. And again, courage, they saying this. Courage gives birth to divine. So once you make that first step, everything will follow. So you got to get, so if something makes that first step telling you to leave that job or to leave that karmic situation, then it's like, do it. And it seems like to me they're saying once you do that one step, the divine or source of the powers to be will continue to give you the next steps to do. Okay. In the 3D, this is showing up is right now you have 2 of Wands. This to me is always the compromise card to me. So some kind of way it's got to be like a meeting of the minds within you, divine feminine, in your emotions and your in your thinking. Because again, with that, both of you all have the ability within you, those energies, to kind of hurt each other severely. You know how to be able to best to kind of like in the way the divine masculine energies thinks, and he knows a way how to be able to just kind of, like say, shot through the heart. He's got this bow arrow that can be able to just kind of pierce you in your heart with the words and the things that's been said. Okay. Next thing we have here is again 10 of chalices, 10 of cups. Right now what's being shown here is again the thinking in the divine masculine energies here, wanting to go after the prize. The divine feminine energies here showing that it wants to actually offer something to the divine masculine energies here. And the divine masculine energies here really going within and taking this introspection to get more spiritually aware, more spiritually aligned in this 10 of cups. But there's an offer from the divine feminine energies. So again, maybe that's you taking that first step to let the divine masculine know, hey, it's okay. I know what happened in the past. This is just a small token. I ain't giving you nothing big for you to get crazy about, but it's just a small token to say, hey, if you willing to try, and I see you actually working and doing the work and going after the prize, here's a little small token to say, hey, you might still have a chance with me. Also, in order for you to have this courage to make this bold move, you got the Death card here, divine feminine. So again, you've got to end something to begin something. You got the idea of what you want with you and your divine masculine coming together, but these for the month of May, they actually use something you've got to put to an end, something that's got you in a karmic situation, person, place, a thing. That you've got to really cause death is time, because I see the time thing being represented there. You got moving into also this energies of judgment as well. That to me is the twin. You got the red cords there. That's twin flames, a connection between the both of you all. I see a baby here, which means giving birth to something new. As well, and the angels really trying to talk to you, or the powers that be, a source talking to you and trying letting you know about sending you down. This is what I see is beauty. It's like they're trying to show you the beauty in it, or the beauty of being in this relationship as well, because it's got the curtains there. So that means removing the curtains from the heart chakra and just really allowing the beauty to show and to flow. Also, you got these energies here again. in the divine feminine energies we have here, you still kind of got this some kind of way, I guess, in order for you to make that first move I'm seeing here. Some of you all might feel like you might have to put your boots on and really kind of like really get into that song. Like, say, these boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. So again, you kind of get into that mode. It's like, I'm taking no prisoners. Now, if I'm saying this is what I'm doing, I'm being bold. It's like, you know, you better watch out, because anybody might become not a victim of circumstances, but you know, you might just be collateral damage. As I'm in that mode of like everybody, you know, this kind of like really fierceness, like Sasha Fierce, like Beyonce, kind of energies there, which makes your masculine, divine masculine energy kind of like look at you like, where you going? You're like, I'm going to go handle some business. It's like, well, but it's early though. We just came together, and whatever it is, the meeting of you all coming together is going to fuel you to say, I got to really go handle some business. I've been playing around, but now us coming together, I'm really ready to go on ahead and say, I got to put an end to this. This is what the energies I'm picking up from these cards, okay? For the divine masculine, 50 in May. So, okay, you're making some moves and you're getting rid of some things, divine feminine, okay? This goes on top. For the divine masculine, divine masculine 50 this month, clear. For the month of May. Okay. Clear. Need to clarify for this card. Thank you. Okay, so the divine masculine, you are in your 50, in the 5th or the 5th dimension. You are becoming gentle, okay? Now, sometimes courage means sometimes you don't have to be, I think about the spirit of the warrior, Kuan Yin, which is, she's more soft but powerful warrior of Asia. And so what they're saying is now, again, this courage that you're showing now, not of one of like ego or like raw, or like just like man up manship, or you trying to show off from anybody else, but you're really coming into this energy of being really gentle, which to me is like a real purest form of actually who you are, as far as having courage and being bold. A lot of times when it comes to the divine masculines, you all have that sense of that putting on that front due to what society thinks that a man should be. And you're the reason why divine masculine is supposed to come along, is you are to deliver a new template of a man, letting them know, hey, it's okay if I have a gentle spirit. You know, it's okay if I cry. It's okay that, you know, I show power, but then I show nurturing at the same time to my fellow man, or to my brother, or my, you know, my bro friend, or whatever like that. This is what you're coming into, and this is what you as a divine masculine is to show that template. Okay, and so in understanding that, they want you to understand you moving into and becoming gentle. You becoming your own person. It's got individual. Like, I'm being my own individual man. I'm not going off of anybody else's power or anybody else's idea or ideology of what a man should be. I'm creating my own. Also, again, Part focus to me means you really are zooming in, becoming laser beam focused as to what you want. You're not broadening the scope to get everything and see the totality of everything. But now you becoming, you becoming more into, it's just like more laser beam into the finite details of things for you. Also for this, you becoming conscious. I told you, I think that was in somebody else in the reading too. They say you being conscious. You no longer being wanted, just doing things without any reasons, or being a rebel without a cause. You'll be a rebel with a cause, and you understanding what you bring to the table and your value, because now you're moving to the energy of having self-worth. Okay. Also with you, we have storm or typhoons of emotions. So they're still bringing you these emotions, divine masculine, because they want you to really, in order for you to become this gentle, you've got to experience all these different type of emotions, so you can be able to get a more understanding of who you are and a connection with your divine feminine energies, because that's something that you have not. You've been more to your divine masculine energies, but you had not been in your divine feminine energies, and you've got to help to create that balance within. It says your head. So to be again, you've got to create that balance back again, like I said, of the emotions in your head. A lot of times you're a lot in your head, you're very mental. And that mental sometimes it stops and becomes a block and a stumbling block, they bring it to me, as far as you being able to progress further. The cause and effect. They want you to become more into your emotions, because they want you to understand that some of you all are in a state of denial about some things that you have caused, and now there's the effects of it. Understanding also in life, for you to become conscious, understanding that now you're coming from a focus, a laser beam focus, of understanding there's a cause and effect to eat things, and some of those things you are the master of your fate. You are the ones that puts that in motion, that wheel in motion. And it's no longer of it's just by fates, or it's just by chance, it's just by happenstance. Understanding that you also get moving into like the magician energies, that you are able to control the cause and effect of things that happen in your life, and a project. So to be, they want you to also get with these emotions, not project, but how you project yourself in your emotions, or how you project yourself out into the world. They want you to kind of work with that, how you project yourselves. I thought it was project. Say no, how you, and that might be a project as well. You, the way you are learning how to project yourself. What's your representative that people meet when you're out in the world? I think about, they was talking about, I think it was something about signs, and they were saying that, you might be like, I'm an Aries, but I think they were saying it was, oh Lord, what was it? Was it your rising or something? That's really your representative. So a lot of people might meet me and say, okay, I might act more so. I think mine is a Cancer. So I might seem like a Cancer, but then again, who I'm truly am at the core of me is really a Aries. But the way people meet me and my vibe and what I put off and out there is a Cancer. So that same thing. It's like, what are you projecting out there into the world that people are taking you face value, that's who you actually are, but you might be saying, no, really, at the core of me, that's not my true identity. So you got to work on that in me. What are you projecting, divine masculines? Okay. What's the heart of the matter? Do I have time? Yeah. Enough of the talking. Cover this. Clear. For the divine feminine. For the divine masculine. Clear. Okay. Okay, so divine feminine, in the month of May, you'll be dealing with unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Um, it's not what I'm feeling that it has to do with the divine masculine. I'm feeling like right now, like that boots are made for walking card that I have here. It's more so like you then got with excuse me, got with the divine masculine, or you then kind of became into union or coming together with the divine masculine energies within yourself, and you got to the point and say, you know what, relationships means connections, how you're tied to other people. And my thing is now you getting to the point of saying, okay, wait a second. While I'm in this kind of, these boots are made for walking, like I'm cutting people off and taking names later kind of attitude. Let me just look and see like who's with me, who's down with me on my team, who's really actually for me. I think about it on Facebook, and I seen somebody say, I'm going through my people of my friends, and if you ain't commenting and said nothing like this, I'm cutting you off. This is the way you saying, what have you contributed to my life? Have you added or have you subtracted to it? If you subtracted from it, you're getting cut off. So right now you taking really introspection in the month of May. It's like, who's really been adding on to my life? Who's been like a nice added addition to my life, and who's been taken away from it? Because right now you at this fork in the road. It's like you really right now getting ready to take a definite direction as to where you want to go, and you tired of the monkey business, because that's represented with the stick the fork in me, I'm done attitude that you have here, and that's in this card. You getting some knowledge, you understanding the way you traveled and used things before. You've been using some old ideologies and some old philosophies about things in life, or psychology on things, and you at this point that really you like this fork in the road is good. You got the number 13 because you becoming again deaf. Death is coming, and you got to get rid of some things. And so you really taking introspection into things and saying, okay, what no longer suits me, okay? In the divine masculine, in his thing, you got soulmate. I thought I pulled one for you. I thought I did, and I put it back. I think I did. Soulmate. Okay, divine master, remember again, divine master is mostly that's not awakened. They look at it and understand from this aspect that you have a much deeper relationship with them than anybody else. Soul means it's deeper. It's more of a connection. It's more of having value to the divine masculine for you all. And so when you saying soulmate, you really feel it on a spiritual, molecular level, this relationship. Again, what's going on with you, the heart of the matter is K. Now you're understanding that this tie or connection that you have with the divine feminine is much deeper, and it's causing for these winds of change to happen. That's funny, I talked about winds of change up here earlier. Again, you're looking at things are now being more black and white, but you're understanding that the things that you have been using to get you from point A to point B has not been practical for you. You're looking at your forms of your ways of your spirituality, or your religion too, because I see the steeple too as well. And so then you're really trying to find some form of direction. You understand it right now where you are. It's time to go emotionally. You're moving into that energy in the month of May. There's really time for you to go, because again, you now have come to understand you got soulmates again. That it's time. This person actually has the master key and master lock to who you are. And so, and they help the love to flow within you, and everything's just flows so easy with them. And so now you finding out what's the difference between them and whoever else you have been tied to. What are the shadows that you have been clear? The shadows for the divine feminine, and the shadows that might have been for the divine masculine. Come back up again. Envious gluttony. This word envious that came up. This came up in the divine feminine with the karmic masculine, divine karmic masculine. Envious gluttony. It's almost like I want it now. I want it all. You kind of watch it. Don't make that get the boots are made for walking kind of attitude. Make you just start cutting off everything, like you're just getting drunk off of the power of you saying, I'm just cutting people off and taking names later. kind of attitude, because you got this empowered. And I have to do that too as well with myself. When I think about ego, with that, ego is courage. That's the opposite of courage. When you talk about courage, it can be ego too. You got to watch it. Just like zeal is good, but zeal too much can burn you out. And so this is what they're saying to me, is like more so of a understanding from ego. So kind of watch it a little bit, that you're like, hey, some things been clicking. Maybe you and the divine feminine, divine masculine has got together. You feel this union within, whether it's in the 5D or it's in the 3D, and you got to watch it. The ego doesn't take over, because of now these energies of you really coming together. Some things are looking like it's coming together, coming up roses for you and the divine masculine. Divine masculine, this goes back to the card that we said here earlier, that the storm, typhoon of emotions. You really don't want anybody to know, but you have really gotten to the point that you say, I called in the storm, because where I'm at right now, this ain't working for me, and this has been getting on my nerves. If you have called the storm in, here, calling in a storm to make these changes, because you say you too, something's got to give, and so you've gotten to the point that you've asked for the storm. So that's one thing you didn't want nobody to say. I didn't want nobody to know, because that might make you seem like you were weak. But again, at the same time, that's finding courage to say, I want all these towers and these things to start happening, because I want an ending to it, and I want it now. Okay, what things do you have to surrender? Clear. Okay, I didn't say who it is, but I was talking about him, so I'm going to put it this way. I really want to say it's almost overall. Let's see. Okay, no, I'm being guided. Say that's for overall. Say this is for both of you all. So, surrender to silence. In quiet meditation and contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. It goes for the divine feminine, because again, while you find this courage, you want to get this stillness, so that when you making these money moves, you are really getting in tune with self, bringing in this intuition and this awareness. So when you do make these moves, you already be centered, like I say, grounded and rooted in what you need. And so everything else should attract to you, or you should make moves from that understanding that you are grounded and rooted in that intentions, or whatever goal you set, or whatever, that you're moving from that point on. So you need that meditation period, so it can be able to calm you and get you focused. Divine masculine, same thing with you. You need this silence of contemplation and meditation, especially when you're calling in the storm. You need to be just like the hurricane, be in the vortex or the eye of the storm. So that everything in the eye of the storm, everything is calm. That's about the safest place to be, is right there in the middle of a tornado or a hurricane, right there, tornado, because again, you're right there and everything's going around in the silence. Nothing is moving right there. You need to, while you're calling in this storm, ask to be placed in the eye of it, or the vortex of the storm there. And that's how you're going to do that, is by you meditating, being able to be still, that even when all those things is going on, you still be zen like, you still namaste in it all. You surrender, for both of you all, surrender to fear of change. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always, whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or relationship, or if you fear aging or death. Repeat the affirmations. I have faith that all is well. Okay, it's going to be changes all around for both. That's why they're saying have courage in the month of May. It's really about courage, about taking these bold moves, making the first move. Divine feminine, you got to remember that you are blessed, and your courage gives birth to the divine. And so you should not be afraid of these changes that's going to be coming to you. Rather, it's in your job, your health, and relationships. Same thing with the divine masculine. Again, you call on this storm. This storm is going to create this change. This change is going to cause in your job, your health, and your relationships. And while you're doing that, you should affirm all is well with that. What are some changes, clear, that we talk about that goes right? That's a nice segue for the divine feminine. What changes are you going to they're going to experience in the month of May? Divine feminine, you will be finding yourself leaving. So wherever you are, again, you already got your boots made for walking. We already see this. It's like you ready to leave wherever it is. It could be an actual job, a location, wherever it is mentally. Wherever you are mentally, physically, or psychologically, or spiritually, you ready to move from where you are and move into other things. Because right now to you, things are black and white. You understanding that you got to get in touch with the spiritual passion about things, becoming passionate about things spiritually, and what is the matters of the heart, or opening up your heart chakra to help lead you to know that it's time to go. For the divine masculine, we have self employment. So with you, you're understanding that you're sacred. How do you relate with others? How you make these creative changes going on with you in life. Self-employment means I'm my own boss. I'm not waiting on anybody to tell me who, when, what, where. I'm not following anybody else. I'm the one who's doing all the self-work. I'm the one who is being the boss or the leader for myself. I'm the one who pays myself. I'm the one that's got the answer to for myself. So this is what they're saying about this self-employment, and this is why you bought On the Storm, okay? All right, and next. Clear. What divinity do you have to work on for the divine feminine? And what divinity do you have to work on for the divine masculine? For the divine feminine, God of sensuality. That means being okay with the skin you're in. Although you may be different. Maybe people don't get you, don't understand you. But you say, you know what, that's all right, because I feel comfortable with who I am, who I identify with. This is what you're going to get into. And then the God of obstruction for the divine masculine understands two ways. Some things that you might be finding some obstructions to that you might not be able to go through. Be okay with that and understanding that it's a reason for why it might be a no now, but this is a no. It's not a definite not doing it, or it's just temporary. Just say it right now, just not right now. Okay, for you divine masculines. For God of obstruction as well, sometimes you might have to even be obstructions. You got to stop things. You got to block things as well. So you got to understand there's a value in obstructing things, blocking things off to you or for you, or also being blocked as well, because that helps you to take more introspection about stuff as well. And what is the overall energies that they are moving you to in the month of May? Clear. For the divine feminine. And this came out and that came out. Interesting. And for the divine masculine. Quite a bit. Okay. For the divine feminine, we have the Star. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm so glad. I'm so happy she got the job. I was praying for one of my students' parents that they got it. I'm so glad. And she got it. So the Star, again, keep yourself to be, when I look at this, and you're moving into the energies of still staying grounded to source, still being connected to source. No matter what you're doing, you're hoping, you're wishing, your dreams, those things, bringing it down from source, that energies from up there, from heaven on earth, and bringing it down to be able to resonate and create these things to manifest on earth when I look at this card. But just also keep your eyes on the prize, and also keep yourself sights higher than where you are. Also at the point, to me, when I look at this is called like this just throwing caution to the wind. It's just like I'm just tossing it up. It doesn't matter where it lands, because I'm the majorette. I'm my own majorette to my own life. I beat to my own drum, okay? And you're in that page of wands. So again, taking some form of action. And just saying right now, I'm just throwing caution to the wind, just throwing it up, just any old kind of way where it lands. Okay, that's the energies that you move. So you being more free about things. And Page of Pentacles, being able to have that balance in the world, the material world too, in the 3D as well, and being able to help things to manifest and be able to hold and be a true ownership of things that's happening in your world as well. I see all that knowledge too gained as well. So you really have that true balance, what I see there. For the divine masculine, the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so right here we got the Eight of Pentacles here. The energies that is to be, again, becoming more to be spiritual with this thing. Some things spiritual and being more real ritualistic. What do you mean by that? Like using rituals, like meditating, things of that is, lighting candles. I'm seeing sage, things of that nature. Becoming more of it in the 3D pentacles, which means worldly to be, and being able to be more spiritual instead of just playing around with it, but just becoming more deeper into your spiritual practice. We got the Six of Pentacles here again. We're working on our abundance and letting source being able to give us those things that we need in the material. That's what they're pushing us on to, like really relying for source to be a source of our supply of anything. We got a Knight of Pentacles, and understand you got to move in that energies where you got to really kind of like Knight, which means to strategize. You got to strategize, and sometimes you got to take that bold move, because I see a horse here, which is representing of your freedom as well. Horses is freedom, and so you might have to lead your freedom as to where it wants to go. Once you take that first step, the rest, spirit, freedom will follow behind that, but you've got to make the first step. You got to strategize. That's what you actually want. Three of Swords. So you also in the process that is moving for you is to really kind of release and deal with some of this heartache, some things that you've got tied to past heartache and pain and emotions that you had in the past, and really release these things and understand that, like, and get rid of these cords that you're tied to. This is what they want you to do, because they always say it's a typhoon of emotions. So you can move into the energies of being here, Six of Cups. Your loyalty, being nostalgic as well. You look to the past to help you into the future, so it can be able to fill up your cups of love, to really have this loyalty, loyalty, mastery, and loyalty, mastery, friendliness, and really also it could be nurturing, but yeah, nurturing too. All those things encompasses. To me, when I look at this is really truly a gentle soul. So you coming back to like how you were when a child, how you were acting, bringing that energy and bringing it back again, like full circle, like a cycle there, ending it here to really become that nurturing, just like how you were a child, that nurturing child when you were with your little puppy, and friendly and loyalty, about having a loyal heart. So, but you've matured, and so from all the life lessons that you have learned of how to fill up different cups along life, you say that ultimate cup there, so you can be able to present that to your person as well. So that's what I pick up for that. So that's the energies that they're trying to get you to go into. All right, then, that is it. That is all. So that is what's happening for you for the month of May. Please join us. The Playground Experience is going to be on tonight. This is May 1st. I didn't say it in the other one, so you know. We'll have it, we call it Playing in the Sandbox time, which we are doing live Q&A questions by self, April Williams, and Kathy D. And myself, we're answering questions for you all, and just going to talk it up and talk about what things that's currently happening in the Twin Flame community, the energies, and things of that nature, about especially this being May 1st. I know May 1st, they say, is real good energies for being intentional about what you want to really set forth for the rest of the month. And so keep that in mind. So if you want to join us, we'll be 5:30 Central Time, 6:30 Eastern Time, and 12:30 Hawaiian Standard Time. So join us as we play in the sandbox. All right, as always, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste, Namago. Love you.